Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Green Hell with Gaspiad. And I'm just looking round because of a strange sound that I heard. Sound that I couldn't identify, nor could I identify its direction. Which is always very worrying, especially in this game. So, let's I'm just going to go to the end of the dock. It's not something I do very often. Take a look out across the river. Look to see if I can see any of those unfriendly locals. The reason for that being we're heading off into their territory today. We're going up that hill over there. And we're going to go get ourselves some blueprints and some loot, which means that we need to unload a little bit before we go. But before we do anything, we need to get a drink. We always need to get a drink. I'll put that, empty that one into there first. Let that filter through and fill up while I fill up the other ones. I hear noises from the other side of the river that could indicate that the locals are in residence, which will be the first time in many visits across to their fine village that has happened. Right, one more refill of this and then we'll be ready to eat breakfast, have another drink, and then head across. Breakfast is going to be a bit thin today, a banana and a piece of cane toad. Right, so let's just drop that down there. Let's get that munched, get that eaten. Check our stats. We're actually not too bad. Just have a quick drink off that. And right, let's unload. What are we not taking with us? Let's just unload it up here. Well, one of the first things that we're not taking with us is we're not taking the machete. And we may end up leaving the axe on the other side. We don't need those sticks, we'll get rid of them. We've got loads of space in the food. Not so much space in here. We don't need to take that hand drill with us, we can leave that there. Let's get rid of those few sticks. I'm just leaving the fire to burn out. Basically, I want the ash and the charcoal from it. Right, let's go. Let's go annoy the locals. Orange mushrooms up there, that's good. Orange mushrooms on the middle of the river. One of the first things I'm going to do is chop down a load of this bamboo. Because we will need it later. And when you're harvesting it, it's a bit of a pain because you've got to wait for the foliage to despawn before you can locate it for picking up. Right, so we'll leave all of that to clean up its leaves. This is the point where we cross the river. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the axe here. We only really need... oh, we've got a leech or something. Just get the bow out. Come on. We need a wash before we go up the hill. We can't go visiting people in this state. That's it. Put our armour back on. Gotta have our Sunday best on. So get a quick wash. Right. Now we've got to watch out because there's an anthill up here somewhere and I can never remember where it is. And they're a bit like fire ants and they hurt like hell when they bite, so... I don't hear the locals, which is good. I hear monkeys. There's the ant's nest. And we've just gained the blueprint for the bamboo smoker. That's a very fine torch. We'll take that. We'll take that bowl. That looks like the large campfire. That's spoiled arowana meat, spoiled bananas. I'm not interested in them. That's just a stick. Well, might as well take it. There's a bow. We'll take those mushrooms. I want to take those bananas. So if we equip that obsidian blade, we can get that tobacco. We've just got the blueprint for this shelter. There's usually a fire starter or something in here as well. I don't see it. That was the reason I left my... Thunder! Rainy season's coming. Right, take that. Take that. We'll take that. Oh, there's a stick blade. No space in backpack. Why? Oh, because we've got that torch. Yes. Alright. Right, so we've got the bamboo smoker recipe. I was sure there was a fire starter here. Not that it bothers, because we've got the recipe for it anyway. We'll take these logs down the hill with us. There's an armadillo there. Oh, and there's a dead parrot. Let's harvest him. No space for the feathers. Can't believe that. Might not be. Let's especially if we can't turn that around. And we definitely need... Well, actually, you know what? We need the feathers more, because we don't have any feathers here. What we don't need, though, is those dried leaves. Oh. We don't need those. We do need that. So the natives weren't at home, which is good news. Right, let's get all our logs and stuff organised. Those are all shorts. That's a long. That's a long. That's a short. Oh, that's a long. That's 5, 10. That's 15. It's 20. We need 1, 2, 37, 36, 45, and 7. We need 52 in total. So, what did I say that was? 25 that we had? That looks like 28 there. We need to pick up the axe. We can leave this cheap and nasty bow down here. It's only really there in case we need it as a backup. No, you stay there. Move the torch to there. Move that to there. Let's get some more cut down. One. This is what I was saying about cutting it down before you need it, because you've got to wait for the foliage to clear out. Them short ones. There should be another long one there somewhere. Where is it? Has it gone down behind me? And again, there we are. We've only got space for 2 more of the short ones. Right, there's a... Come on, get out of the way before the locals turn up. Come on, move. No space in backpack. Why? Oh, that's a regular stick. Oh well. The main reason for collecting the short ones is to make the bamboo smoker. It's not like they're urgent for what I'm doing. Right, let's start ferrying this lot back. And we are pretty filthy. We're going to need to get a wash and eat and drink as well. Not that I think we've got very much to eat. That's the problem. Right, now if I just for a moment chuck them in there, and what we want to do is go into the notebook, go to the building frames, find the frames for the walls, bamboo wall, there we go, one there, notebook, bamboo wall, one there, notebook, bamboo wall there, notebook, bamboo wall there. We can start filling these in. Get a wash. It is raining. The rain will wash us. Get some drinks. And now that the rain is here, we can just pull them out away from their respective water filters. Like that. Drink that. Harvest that. Harvest it again. Harvest it again. Eat that. Eat that. We've got 16 hours left on that piece of macaw meat. We drop these here. They can be collecting water now that it's raining. Just check. Yeah, they're all filling up nicely. We want somewhere to drop all the feathers for now, and I think here in front of these sticks is probably as good a place as any. Oh, can't see it there. And drop those. Oh, the tobacco leaves we were dropping up top here, weren't we? Yeah. Right. We've got a bamboo there. That can go in there. The short bamboo can all go there. We did have a stick on us, that's why we couldn't pick up that other short. move that coconut bowl down here with the rest of these, so that they're all in the same place. Means we can find them easily. Right, we need to get the rest of our bamboos, get these walls done, and then we need to think about getting the mud maker made so that we can get the walls done, and then putting some defences on the back of the building to stop the locals coming in and trashing the place. Right, and we can only carry 5 at a time, but this is going to take a while. And what I may in fact do is just cut out all the running backwards and forwards, carrying this bamboo, because there's a good chance that we're going to be up all night doing it. Okay, that took a bit longer than expected. It's about 5 days later in game, and I've got the mud mixer built, as you can see, and I've got the frame for the house all completed, well, apart from the frontage. All the backs and the sides and the roofs and everything are done, and I'm busy putting the mud into the shed. Oh, locals. Where are they? There's one. Take that. You want another one? Oh, shot the guy that was behind him, and instead of focusing on him. And get that guy down there, he's standing looking at the water. Wow, he's got a reach with that spear, hasn't he? Get out of my house. Go on, get out. Yeah, that'll teach you. Right, where's your mates? Right, we've got 2 of his mates have got 1 arrow each in them. Don't know how many in total there are though. I'm thinking at least 4. Oh. Get one into him. Somebody's shooting back. Put another one into him. Oh, something's just been knocked over. That creaking is my swivel chair, my desk chair. I think we missed him. Ouch.
Fuck off me.
It's a testimony to the armadillo armour that we haven't got a warning sign to inspect ourselves for injury. Ouch. Take that. And that one. Well, they've hit me about 3 times and I'm still not injured. That's 2 down for sure. There's one up there between those 2 palm trees. That's an archer. That's another one just fell over. I need some arrows. I'm almost out of arrows. Alright. Well, he had 3 in him. He left a bow and a knife behind. That's nice. Oh, heavy with his meat. Need to try and get that destroyed. I can't hear sounds from them. I'm wondering, have we actually killed them all? And get something to munch. Just get our health and energy back up. Eat something from all the food groups. Might help us. Right, I've got a glimpse of somebody on the deck between the house and the rock. Still hear no noises from them. We know we've got 1 down in the house and 1 down at the front of the house. There's number 3. There's one of my arrows. Let's just get him harvested. Get the arrows out of him. Because we're down to about 3 or 4 arrows. Well, at least 4. maybe 5 if we're lucky. Yeah, we'll take a thin stick. We can always make another arrow with his feathers. There's another arrow back. Well, there's one down at the back of the house, and there's another one down in the bush just on my right. Looks like 2 of them fell down around this palm tree. There's 2 bows there, so this one must have been an archer as well. Looks like the backpack's full. Let's go and offload a bit. Yeah, we'll just drop all the bones here for now. We can sort them out again after. So, it looks like I got a few lucky shots in there, because the ones who were down at the water's edge when that guy with the spear was trying to get into the house, I got an arrow into each of them, and it looks like they've bled out because of those arrows. Which meant that I was fighting less of them than the full group, because they were divided into 2 groups. There was the pair at the back of the house and the 3 that came round to the water's edge. 1 came into the house, 2 stood at the water's edge. In that initial contact, it looks like the 3 that came round the front were effectively killed, because I got at least 1 arrow into each of the 3, which meant there was only the 2 at the back of the house to deal with. One of them stayed at the back of the house trying to knock the house down. I got at least 2 arrows into him, and then his mate ran round to the front of the house, and I got 3 arrows into him. That was the first one I harvested. So, because they split up like that, they were easy to deal with. There's going to be quite a bit of loot off these guys. You normally get, it's either 4 or 6 arrows off each of them. So that's either 20 or 30 feathers from them. You get 4 bones off each of them, so that's 20 bones. And then their weapons. And some of them carry 2 weapons. Normally the archers carry a knife and a bow. And if you're really lucky, you get some tribal arrows from them as well. Although, to be honest, the tribal arrows don't seem as effective as the ones that we make ourselves, even just from a stick and 2 feathers. Never mind the metal tipped ones. Let's just clear some of this foliage down, and we can see what's been left on the ground. So there's a bow there, there's a knife at the root of the trees, there's another bow behind the tree. Long bamboo pole. What they must have done is, because the wall was not built, they must have knocked the frame out of the wall, but the outline for putting the mud in is still in place, so I should be able to still build the wall without having to put the frame back in. If I can't, it means I've got to go back across the river and get some more long bamboos to rebuild the framework that goes inside the wall. And yeah, there's one died inside the house and one died outside the house, and they've both come through this section of the wall. And there's the spear from the spearman. That's one of the arrows I put into him. I've got a feeling some of the arrows have gone missing, because I've definitely put 3 arrows into the spearman, but I only got 1 back after I harvested him. And the guy that's fallen through the wall from the outside had 2 arrows in him. So there's a bit of a problem with arrows going missing. Anyway, I'm going to clear up this mess, harvest them all up, get as many of my arrows back as possible, collect all their weapons up, create a weapon heap, change over any weapons I've got that are worn out, or worn, if the ones that I collect are in better condition, rearm myself, and then carry on with building. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. And tomorrow's episode will be the last one of the series. Green Hell releases today into final release. Go get it if you haven't got it. I'll leave a link to it on Humble Bundle down below. I'm the Gazbeard, thanks for watching. Give it a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Be ready for Series 2, which will be the story mode. And I'll see you soon. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's bye for now. Take care.